Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to video number 7 for the Canon EOS 5D Mark II, and in this video we are going to take a look at Playback menu, the blue tab menu number 2. Okay, now first option we can see here is the highlight alert, and when this is enabled, whenever you have an image that's played back which is overexposed, the highlights have gone to highlight heaven, they will flash and blink. We call them blinkies that you will see in this zoomed out screen here. However, when you go to the full image preview, you won't see them. There isn't an image on here to demonstrate that at the moment, but you've probably seen it before where you have a blinking cloud or a white dress or something that's really bright, maybe a reflection off a car, a window, a piece of metal, silver, whatever. They're just to warn you that the highlights have disappeared, gone to highlight heaven, and you're not getting them back even from a raw file. So it's a nice little warning to have. Now, the AF point display, if we enable that and play back, okay, it will tell you which AF point was used normally. It's not doing on this image because the lens was on manual focus, because there was no autofocus used, but it will tell you which of the 9 AF points were used to take the shot. Perfectly honest with you, pretty pointless. Never use it, because what you get on the preview is this annoying red dot in the middle of it, and it's like, yeah. And if you imagine you take a picture and you recompose and shoot, then your AF point position is irrelevant really, because the AF point's now moved away from where it wants to focus on. So my recommendation is turn that off. Pointless. The histogram, and we can tell the camera to display the histogram either just on the luminosity or brightness. So if we set it on that, press play, we get an overall luminosity graph there. So you've got shadows, midtones and highlights being displayed, or what I prefer is for it to show the RGB there, okay, because I can still press the info button and cycle through the information and bring up the luminosity one if I wish, but I'm more interested in the RGB, more often than not in the red channel for skin, because if the red channel's peeking off to the right where the highlights are, I'm starting to risk losing data in the skin tones and having blown out highlights on the face, the skin tones. Sometimes it's clothing, red clothes or what have you, but that's generally the preferred setting that I have. Notice because it's on a tungsten white balance, it's a very cold blue image. The blue is showing quite some detail towards the highlights there, but more on histograms and exposure on the other channel coming up. Now the slideshow, why you would want to have a slideshow on a camera, I do not know, because the screen's too damn small. What you should do is get them printed and sit down with someone to look through them, or display them on a computer monitor or a TV using a HDMI, put a CD, whatever, make a video and play that. It's just a crap experience being huddled around a small screen, so you can play one image for 1 second through to 5 seconds, and you can repeat it going through here, or you can start, okay, and loading image, and it just, no, it's pointless. So there we go, but there it is, it's a slideshow. You don't even get any kind of music. I think on the more modern DSLRs you do get an option for some music as well. Anyway, let's not speak about that anymore. Now, image jump with the front controller wheel. Okay, there we go. We can either go forward by 1 image, by 10 images, by 100 images, by screen, and then we can, of course, go over via stills, skip to movies, skip to another folder, or via the date. So you can skip a batch of images from one date, go to the next date that you shot, which may have been 2 days, 3 days later, and start working through those. Generally speaking, I leave it on one image and scroll through them that way. Your preference may well be very different depending on your workflow. If you're shooting weddings or a gig where you're shooting across multiple days on the same card, to be honest with you, I'd use different cards, but anyway, you can skip to another date to be able to preview shots. Or if a client asks, hang on, have you that shot that you did on the first day about halfway through? Okay, yep, we can skip through and have a quick look at that on the back of the camera. Again, not the best experience, but the option's there. And there we go, that's playback menu number 2 for the Canon EOS 5D Mark II. Don't forget, again, if you've got any questions on all of this, let me know in the comments below, drop me an email and I will do my best to get back to you. I can't answer them all, of course. Feel free, guys, to answer the comments, answer the questions in the comments if you know the answer yourselves, if you've come across the videos. And again, like, share and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video soon.